Hey everybody, Michelle Talbert here, and have just finished doing a video on the skincare products that I use before I put on my makeup. I use Arbonne. I'm 51, so I have started the aging process, really started it a while back, but really into the middle of the aging process at this point. And so my goal is to share some tips and ideas with you about how to protect your skin, what to do about helping us look as healthy as we can as we all go through the aging process. So if you're in your 20s and you're watching this video, please, hopefully you've already even started using moisturizer now, but if you haven't, be sure that you do, because protecting your skin is so important and will be so much more important to you as you get older. And the benefits, you'll reap the benefits of it if the earlier that you start. Obviously, our wrinkles and age spots and things like that we start seeing when we get in our 40s and 50s. There's a lot of reasons for those, a lot of factors that affect those. Certainly our genetics play a role in that. Our sun exposure, our health, how hydrated we are, even if we're a little bit overweight or a little bit underweight. All those things play a factor in how our skin on our face and neck and so forth, and our hands and all that is going to look as we age. So we really want to age well, and I am trying to continue to learn to do that. And so I'm hoping I'll be able to share some of the things that I've learned about my skin and about myself that will help you in the future. I've just decided to become an Arbonne independent consultant. It just makes sense for me. I've been using Arbonne for more than 10 years. I love it. I want to try more of the products that they make, and so just by becoming an independent consultant is going to encourage me to do that and help me do it. I have a family. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. Yes, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old at 51. I had my first baby at 40, and so my second baby at 42, and so I'm a little bit different, although there are a lot more parents out there nowadays doing the same steps as my husband and I did, having children a little bit older. So I want to look young as I can, as far as looking as healthy as I can. I don't want my children's parents to look older than they really are. I want to try to stay as young looking and as healthy looking as I can. Within reason, obviously, for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of products out there on the market to help us right now, collagen and all these different things. And so being a registered nurse, I'm really interested in learning about the health benefits of those things. And I don't want to harm my body in any way. I certainly don't want to do too much. I just want to do just enough to, not have any more wrinkles than I really have to have, and those kind of things. So I hope you'll stick with me for a little while and share things that you've learned with me, and so forth. But I just finished doing my moisturizing routine, my cleaning, and so forth, and I use the Arbonne Age Well. I've just started using this Age Well about a week ago, and I'm really liking it. Prior to using the Age Well for over 10 years, I used their RE9 line, and because my skin's so dry, I used their extra moisturizing choice with that line, and I really have loved it. But then when I saw the Age Well and read some information about it, I thought that I would really like to try it, and I have been really, really impressed with it. So I'm going to share some links on my Facebook page and other sites where next to this video, so that you can see how to order that information and learn more about it for yourself. If you'd like to learn about the ingredients, everything is plant-based. They don't use animals or animal products in their makeup, and so I just feel really good about it. I feel like it's healthy. They also have some health products like protein shakes and vitamin things and all of that I'm really looking forward to trying. So I'll share those with you as I try them. Well, I'm going to jump right into the makeup here. My first step after I do my moisturizing line is the makeup primer that Arbonne sells. I haven't always used primer, and so but I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I really, really, really like it because it makes my foundation go on so much smoother. It makes my makeup last longer throughout the day, and it feels good as it's going on. It's very silky feeling. It's got a consistency, or you think it's going to have a consistency of maybe something like Vaseline, but it definitely does not. It's not as thick and shiny and gooey as the Vaseline, but it's a little similar to it. So if you can imagine how that would feel, if helping your makeup go on easier. The next step that I do is my Perfecting Liquid Foundation. This actually has sunscreen in it. So if you were to, I talked about how the Age Well line has the choice of moisturizer where you can put, you can either choose the sunscreen in the moisturizer, or you don't have to get the sunscreen in it. I prefer to have it. I'm really covered in my skin on my face. And so that's, if there's any part of your body that you want protected from the sun, it's your face. And so having the sunscreen in it for me is a good thing, but the foundation also has an SPF 15 sunscreen in it. And so it's really good for that. Now, this liquid foundation, I will be honest, I have used a lot of different foundations over the years. I have seen some of the companies out there are selling stick foundations, which I thought, oh man, that would be so easy to use. And it is, and I did try it. My skin again is so dry that I have to be careful with things that are drying. And for me, that particular stick foundation was just drier, and it didn't go on as well. It didn't smooth as well, even with the makeup primer. And so I just didn't like it as well as I do this liquid foundation. And I don't wear my makeup really heavy anyway. I feel real uncomfortable if my makeup's really dark, or, I guess if I'm getting pictures made or something like that, then I will put on more makeup. But typically I like to just wear my makeup a little lighter. I might need to wear it darker. I don't know, maybe to cover up some of these brown spots that I am developing now. I've started developing these in my 40s, and it's just, I was out in the sun a lot when I was a kid, and being out on the lake here in the town that I live in was just a fun thing to do. And so, but now as I'm getting older, I think that probably some of that might be a little bit of sun damage there. And so there's products out there that'll lighten it up though, and I'm gonna do some more research on that. So then the next step I could use if I'm feeling oily, or if I put on, maybe if my moisturizer is shiny or whatever, I, at this point, would put on a translucent powder just to kind of, in the shiny spots, maybe on my forehead. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to be a little lighter today. I'm in a hurry, and I don't have a lot of things I have to do. And so it doesn't matter if my makeup doesn't stay on the whole entire day. And so, you know, this makeup does stay on. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I just tend to rub my face a lot, and I shouldn't do that, particularly now during COVID time, wearing masks and things like that. It's just, you know, kind of, it tends to come off more than it would normally come off. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on my, oh, you know what? I was going to show you another product. I don't know about you, but I have been seeing the highlighter sticks. Arbonne does have a highlighter stick, and I have watched a couple videos on how to use it. I still can't get it quite right. I think I'll use it today, even though I put a little bit of blush right there. I think I'll use it today just to show you how it works. I haven't got really good at it yet, but I think it has two sides to it. It's got a dark side, which is, if you can see it going on my skin right now, this is the dark side. I'm just gonna put it right on my cheekbone here, and then kind of take my fingers and gently rub it up, a little bit up like that, just to rub it in a little bit. And then the other side of it is a lighter color, and it goes, I believe, at the top. And so again, in other videos, I've told you guys that I am definitely not a makeup artist. I don't use a lot of makeup, and so I just, you know, and just trying things. And if you like something that I've done, you can try it. If not, then send me a message and let me know, hey, that doesn't really work well, that doesn't look well, or whatever. That would help me. I would appreciate that. And I'll try something different. But anyway, this highlight stick is called Sheer Glow. And if you want to try highlighter, I know some folks like to put their highlighter on their nose and right here under their lip. And there's you know, folks that know a lot more about how to put makeup on than I do, really know how to use these highlighter sticks. And so this is a really good one if you want to try it. It's certainly something to think about. And I just use mine just in place of my regular powder blush. Now, the next step is putting on my eyeshadow, and I wanted to show you, before I show you what I'm going to use today, Arbonne has a new line called Cherry Blossom in the eyeshadow palettes. And if you look at that palette, you think, oh my gosh, those colors, I'm not sure I can figure that out. And that's what I thought when I saw it. But I am loving the Cherry Blossom. I used it yesterday in a video. So if you want to go back and look at that, what that looks like on, certainly do that. But I did want to mention that to you today. And these eyeshadow palettes, they come with a mirror, and they're just really, really nice. And so you can certainly get that. But today I am going to use an older palette that I have. It's called It's All in the Eyes. It's volume 1, and it has some different colors. I'm into greens today for some reason. I put on a green shirt, and so my eyes are hazel, and so sometimes I like to use green just because I feel like it looks a little, you know, nicer with my eyes. I'm going to use, I think, the juniper to start, and I'm just going to put it right above my eye crease. Yesterday I did a video, and it was my very first video, and I could not even think of the word crease in my eye. I said, where are my eye folds? So doing these videos is not something that is very natural to me, but I hope that it's helpful and it lets you see the products so that you can decide if you want to purchase them or not. Now, I also have a little tool that I bought recently that cleans off the color off of your eyeshadow brush whenever you get ready to change colors. And I didn't bring it in here with me, but I'll show it to you on another video. So I'll just wipe this off here on my paper towel. And then I'm going to switch colors to the Forest. The Forest is the darker down here. And I think that that will be a good color for me. I was watching a person do their eyeshadow, and she was certainly a trained esthetician, and she knew how to do her makeup. And she was talking about how you kind of do she called it the windshield wiper when you're putting on your eyeshadow. And you don't have to push really hard. You just push a little, just a little bit to kind of get that eyeshadow in the right places. And I'm going to take another brush now and just kind of move that around a little bit because this is a little bit dark for me. But I will like it once I get my eyeliner and my mascara on. Okay, I think that that I will put maybe a little bit of lighter. I think I'm going to use, there is a desert, well, let's use this little lighter one here, just right here, because I do like to have a little bit of lighter color just right there over my pupil. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. Oh, one thing that I did forget to do, just learning how to do this on video, it's a little bit hard to remember to do everything, but I did forget to put on my primer, my eyeshadow primer. I really love this primer. Again, I haven't always used eyeshadow primer, but boy, it really helps your eyeshadow to stay on all day. It helps it go on better. It probably would have done even better than what it just did. But it keeps your eye makeup from causing a crease. After you've had it on for several hours, you can sometimes, if your eyes, if you're sweaty or whatever, you have a little crease there in the crease. But this helps prevent that. Arbonne sells it, and it's a little small. Little small container, and it comes in like a little stick like this, and you just put it on, and then I pat it on with my finger. So I really do love that, and would encourage you to try that. Now I just use my crazy toothbrush to brush my eyebrows because my eyebrows are so thick and I don't spend money on an eyebrow brush. And it works just as well. All right, and so now I'm going to use a green eyeliner. Arbonne sells all kinds of colors of eyeliner, and they're really pretty. They work really well. Today I do not have one from Arbonne, but eyeliner is pretty versatile. You can get eyeliner from lots of different companies, and I just happen to have this one left over, and so I'm going to get some from Arbonne for sure. But it's got a little tip on it here that I like to kind of smooth it out. I don't know, I'm really new at doing these videos, so hopefully I'll get better as I go along. Like looking at the wrong place on the camera, forgive me for that. Your camera is over on one side of your phone because I'm turned sideways. And so I have to remember to look over to the to the left side of my phone for the camera so that I'm actually looking at you versus off to the side. So hopefully you'll forgive me for some of those challenges that, that I'm learning as I go. The mascara that I use, I do love Arbonne's mascara. I just happen to have a bottle of Thrive mascara, which I also love. And with the Thrive mascara, one tip that I want to be sure to mention is that you don't treat it like a regular mascara. Usually regular mascaras, you have to, put one coat on your upper lid, one coat on your lower lid, and let it dry, and then come back and put more. And that just makes your eyelashes look a lot longer and thicker. With Thrive, you do not do that. Basically, they recommend that you work with the mascara the first coat that you put on. So while it's wet, you keep working with it to get it like you want it. Don't come back later after it's dry and add more, because that can cause some flaking with it. And I have seen that happen, but it probably flakes less than any other mascara that I've seen. So I do really, really like it, and I tend to use it a good bit. So until I can replenish my Arbonne mascara, and I'll show you how it works as well, I'll use the Thrive there. So then the last step is that I do is my lipstick, and I have lots of different lipsticks in my drawer. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in as to what color I want to wear. I know as you get older, I keep reading that you should wear a darker lipstick, a brighter lipstick, a more red, you know, more pink. You know, I usually tend to like the browns, but I did buy a new lipstick that I showed in a previous video from Arbonne recently that goes along with that cherry blossom line, and it's called Bouquet, but it is a really pretty color too. I didn't think it would look great with the green eyeshadow today. So anyway, you can get all kinds of lipsticks and colors and beautiful makeup on Arbonne. Michelle Talbert at arbonne.com. Please check it out if you'll go on that website and investigate all the different products that they have. And if you'll share this video with your friends, and so they can learn more about aging well. Thanks, bye.